Charlamagne loyalty. Breakfast Club over with? Man, say it ain't so. Let's go on back here to the studio and talk about this for a minute. Let's go. BY3 the hard way, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Boss talk of business, man. Let's get right to it, man. Please do not tell me one of my favorite shows that I like to watch on YouTube that I listen to on Sundays on the radio, The Breakfast Club, is coming to an end. I hope not, but I'm going to talk about it for a minute and I'm going to give y'all my reasons why I think it is coming to an end. Alright, man, y'all know it's been a lot of controversy going on right now lately. With The Breakfast Club, Gucci Mane, Charlamagne, Angela Yee, DJ Envy. Whole lot of nonsense, right? Alright, let's start it off. Where was you going to start where it come out from? Alright, you had an interview with Yo Gotti back in the Gap. He was talking about Gucci, then girlfriend. I don't think they were married at the time. But long story short, he was saying how he had messed with her or whatever. And I believe it came up again. And Gucci didn't like that too much. He said some things which we're going to get into. Breakfast Club said some things which we're going to get into. But in my eyes, well, I'm not even going to say that. Most people think that this all starts with Charlamagne, that co-host, right? But we're going to break it down little by little, and I'm going to get y'all opinion on it. So first, let's bring up Charlamagne. Alright. Charlamagne the guy, right? Everybody know him from starting with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams Experience or whatever. I don't know what year it was, but you know he got to come up there. You know he had the real raw interview style, you know, up front the questions. Everybody like his style, you get me? So 2010, he signed on with the Breakfast Club. You know, they started becoming a hit. Many people even say that he's the standout person of the show. Me, I think all three of them work well together, but they would say that he's a standout. But he's gotten flack, a whole lot of flack. Now, first off, the Breakfast Club, they have their own YouTube channel. Charlamagne, the guy, went and started his own YouTube channel. That's first red flag in my eyes. But it was a lot of red flags before that. But I'm going to have to talk about the other people before I get into that. So, he starts his YouTube channel. He interviews Gucci Mane. So, Gucci Mane, they talking back and forth. And they start talking about his co-host. Okay, now this right here is where it gets tricky. Okay, so Gucci Mane is pretty heated at them about the back and forth that they did, you know, with Yo Gotti in the interview. And in particular, he's mad about the way they did the, what is it called, the whole court on the air when they had the callers call in. So he kind of took offense to that. And I'm going to give you his exact words of what he said to Charlamagne. Alright, he tells Charlamagne the guy, the day he did the People's Court thing, he was on there. Him and the girl. So he didn't have the end to come out, you know, to come at me after that. So just like the way that he stepped to Desus and Mero are the comedians that made slick comments toward DJ Envy's wife a while back. And you can go back on the I think it should be on their show. He got him on the show and he confronted them about it. Alright. The same way that he stepped to Desus and Mero when they were talking about his wife, I'm going to step to him and Yee. And if he come at me wrong, I'm going to slap the out of it. Okay. That right there was sparked it off. Okay. Now everybody feels that Charlamagne, because he started laughing about it and joking, you know, he didn't really take no offense to it. Everybody kind of got real heated at Charlamagne the guy because the way they feel, and I understand it. Those are your co-hosts, and you shouldn't let nobody talk down about your co-hosts, especially if they're not there to defend themselves, because they wouldn't let nobody talk about you like that, which I've seen them do. But, well, you know, meaning that they ain't talk about you or whatever, but it's other things I'm going to talk about too that I'm going to get into. Now, with that being said, I'm going to tell you DJ Envy's response, because he said that Charlamagne gave him the heads up about the interview, which is cool. But I don't think DJ Envy seen the interview when he, you know, before. He probably just told him what he said, but he didn't see the interview and see Charlamagne's reaction. Because that, you know, that said 1,000 words. Alright. This is what Envy said. Envy said, when I do an interview without Yee, my reply was, I will not do anything unless you clear it with my coworker. We call that riding for your team where I'm from. That's something Charlamagne didn't do in my eyes. And he's upset because my coworker defended herself. Never in a million years would I tell my co-host what to say or what not to say. We share that platform. When Gucci did that post about Yee, she defended herself on the Breakfast Club, and he's mad because I let her do it. I have never ran from a conversation in life. My kids are good, my wife is great, my dog is excellent. Anyway, I heard some lies and want to address it. Back to enjoying Paris. Alright, now that was DJ Envy's response. Now, we're going to switch to DJ Envy. Now, DJ Envy, he's a pretty solid dude. You know, every time when, okay, let's say for instance when, who was that? Who was the girl rapper? Nicki Minaj, when she went and dissed, you know, all the DJs and said that she would have something done to one of them or something. You know, Envy wasn't going for that, so he wouldn't play her music or whatever. You know, he seemed like a pretty loyal dude. Envy had the trouble back in the day. This is another thing that was kind of disloyal that showed signs of, to me, of how Charlamagne was. When DJ Envy had his problems with his wife, you know, with Erica Mena and all that, you would have Charlamagne going and making these jokes and just, you know, he's going through things at the same time. He know they jokes and, you know, it's cool, but you could tell that he was uneasy about that. And if you know that's your partner, you know, you shouldn't even be making them kind of jokes in the first place. You feel me? But that's how I see that part. But for the most part, DJ Envy, you know, he's a pretty loyal dude. Like he just said, he wasn't gonna interview Gucci if Yee was against it. And they're saying that it's not a ban, but it's other things. But I'm gonna get into that when I talk about Yee. But for the most part, you know, Envy seemed like a pretty straight up dude. So we're gonna see how all that play out on his part. But now we're gonna talk about Angela Yee. Okay. Now that seemed like that's where the biggest problem come from. You know, with the statements that, you know, alright, let's take it back. Back in the interview, I want to say it was 2006. Was it 2016? It might have been 2016. Or was it 2009? I'm not for sure what date it was. I should have looked that up before I started talking. That was very unprofessional of me, forgive me. But they did an interview, and Gucci was saying how Angela Yee was trying to get at him on lip service. So, in the whole court thing that they did that Gucci was mad about, she was showing receipts saying that he never was on lip service. He was on a show called The Morning After, and that Melissa Ford was never even there, and that she can acknowledge that she wasn't there. And what else did she say? They asked her about dating Gucci, and then she went on to say, go back 2009. She said, go back and look at Gucci in 2009. And, you know, that'll explain that. So basically, you know, that was her diss to Gucci. But this is where I say about the Breakfast Club, because she just recently unfollowed Charlamagne the Guy on Instagram. Now, if y'all are co-hosts and y'all are really rocking like that, you know, I wouldn't think that you would go unfollow him. But I want to say this right here, what I'm not for sure of, that she has done an interview with someone and she stated that she didn't like what Charlamagne did, that she didn't like the laughing and the giggling that he was doing, and that he was playing both sides. And I understand that because he was playing both sides in my eyes. Charlamagne has got a good taste of fame. You know what I'm saying? People are telling him that he's the star of the show. And, you know, he is the star of the show. You know, people, they want to come, they want to talk to Charlamagne. They want to get those questions, those hard questions. Charlamagne got the book, Black Privilege. It's on the New York Times. He got a show on BET. Well, I got all this stuff wrote down, man. BET called, I don't know what it's called. He got a channel on YouTube now, but he had one before then. He had the podcast, and he was hosting with the white dude, Andrew Schwartz, I believe. Or I'm not sure what his last name is. But Charlamagne, he's making moves out here in the world. You know, he had the show that he was on Common Sense. You know, he's making moves, and he got this taste of fame, and he got his foot in the door. And Charlamagne has always made little backhand comments when they be on the show. If you just pay attention to what, you know, the things that he say. if a person is telling you how they are and they showing you how they are, you can't be surprised. And with that being said, I don't see this show lasting too long. And it's a shame because I like it, but I live by anything that's good is not gonna last. Not forever. So it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think the man loyal or not? Do y'all think the Breakfast Club is gonna keep going? You know, because I know they see a good profit out of it, or do you think it's gonna end? Because at the end of the day, if you're working with people and y'all been together for years and years and y'all don't got that loyalty, I don't think it'll last, man. I think the glue is eventually gonna ride out. But y'all let me know, man. BY through the hallway. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. I'm gonna hit y'all with another video real soon. Till then, man, hold up for your shit. Do your supposed, do not what you wanna do. I'm out.